Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, man.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Check.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
What? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Let's go. You tighten up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Switch it. Switch it. Check safety. Check safety.
Hey.
Kill.
Go.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Gordon, it's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Alert flare. Check 43.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Here we go. Kill.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Good job right there. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Leo. Check 4. Big grip.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You got block me. 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Robertson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. Robertson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, exit. Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. You go night. 54 Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch the pilot. 64. Read. All right, D. 49. Check 49. Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read. 54, right, 54. No game on this defense, no game. Watch the safety creep. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 99. Check 99. Gone. Fire.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Just like that. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 3rd and 2, Robertson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Mike 50, huh? Who that? Who that? Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
There.
Check right.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Wahoo!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
San Francisco.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, rock it. Get it.
On first down, Robertson. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Robertson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This from 44 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will be brought down His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Breida to get the third quarter started. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Hurd, 55 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, it's caught, block it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
380.
I got you. I got you. Check 37. Check 37.
Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
To throw on second down. Robertson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Bravo.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing on third and long. Robertson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check three, check three, check three, check three.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Mike 54.
Hey, Alpha.
In the face. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
Get.
Throwing on third and long. Robertson got a man. That's Richie James. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
What you got, Heavy?
To throw again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
12.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Alert.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's what I do.
To throw is Wilson. That is caught at the 7. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a give coming right is Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ready. 91. 2.
Here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
60 Pittsburgh.
He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
This is Penny.
Go, 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 run, run.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Seahawks, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.